Coming to you from FPA at Shannon Forest, Studio 402. This is Crusader Network News.
Good morning, Crusaders. I'm Carly. And I'm Abigail. It's Thursday, March 2nd, 2023. Here's your news from around school. The first thing we want to do today is give a big shout out to our ACSI Math Olympics participants. We had an amazing group of students representing our school in that competition. We also had some students place in the competition. Congratulations to 4th grader Elizabeth Lucero, who placed 5th in math computation. 4th graders Connor Cherry and Karis Tang tied for 3rd place in math computation. Great job. We're proud of you all. Today is Read Across America Day. Our lower school students are celebrating in some really fun ways. Here's Dr. Graham with his special message about the day. Read across America!
Hey boys and girls, happy National Read Across America Day. Today is a holiday that we celebrate, and it started way back in 1998. Do you know how many years ago that was? 25 years ago. The National Education Association thought it would be a great idea where we could read across America all on the same day. So we started the day with a pep rally. I have some of my favorite books right here. And then I challenged everybody to a reading challenge for the whole month of March. So I hope you'll take that challenge on and enjoy reading with your family for the rest of the month. Happy National Read Across America Day!
Thanks, Dr. Graham. We all enjoyed the reading pep rally this morning, and I love the reading challenge Dr. Graham told us about. I know what you mean. I can't wait to see which teachers will win the Parade on Wheels contest. That's going to be hilarious. I agree. I'm going to try and read a lot this month so I can put in a lot of tickets in Miss Brown and Miss Mills' bags. I'm going to put mine in Miss Kinley's. Today, we will also listen to our teachers read books to us, as well as have time for some pleasure reading with our favorite books. It sounds like a fun day. Throughout the show, the students and teachers will be sharing with us about their favorite books. Here are a few now.
One of my favorite books is The Bad Guys because I like the pictures and it's funny. I like I Survived graphic novel September 11th because I like learning about history a lot and it's very interesting and I like the pictures in it. One of my favorite books is The Titanic because I like learning about history and I like learning about new things that was made before I was born.
My favorite book is I Survived D-Day, and it's about a boy who was in the Battle of D-Day. It is a battle between Germany, France, and America. Germany invaded France and took over, and America came and helped France gain their independence. I recommend this book for readers who like to read about history.
My favorite book is Ivy and Breen Break the Fossil Record. I love it because they're trying to break the fossil record. My favorite book is Dogman Unleashed. I like it because it has a lot of action in it and it shows him going on adventures and it's super funny. And I recommend it for readers that like comics.
Hey Crusaders, it's Miss McGovern in the STEM Lab. One of my favorite books is The Little Red Fort by Brenda Mayer. It's about a little girl who goes out and builds a fort and didn't get any help from her brothers. And then at the end, there's a surprise. Does she let the boys come into her fort, or does she not be kind and not let them in? But guess what? She's kind. But she lures them in with something special. So one of my favorite ones because it's about building and having a good foundation and never giving up. Hope you enjoy it.
I like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe because it had a lot of adventure and it was very interesting.
I like a book called Paddington because it's funny and I like funny books.
I liked The Chronicles of Narnia, The Magician's Nephew, because it has a lot of magical creatures and I love animals.
One of the favorite books we have in our classroom is Wisdom and the Millers, Proverbs for Children. The reason I love this book, and you can tell I love it, it's beat up and I read it to my classes year after year after year, is because all the stories are created around a proverb. Proverbs is the book of wisdom. And we love learning about wisdom and how to exercise wisdom in our classroom.
One of my favorite books is Captive Treasure by Millie Howard. I really like this book because the girl in the book has a lot of determination and it teaches a lot of good lessons about God. I highly recommend this book.
Those are some really great books. Now on to more school news. Our third graders will be heading to Columbia on Thursday, March 9th to visit our state capitol and state museum.
I haven't been to those places before.
Neither have I.
It's never too early to start thinking about our spring break. There will be no school through March 20th through the 24th.
I'm looking forward to that.
Me too.
Now that we're finished with Crusader basketball, it's time to start the new sports season.
We have soccer, golf, baseball, and track and field.
You can check out the full schedule for all of our sports events at firstpresacademy.com. Come out and support our teams.
Go Crusaders! Now it's time for our birthdays. Here's Emma Bott with that report.
We just have a few birthdays to announce this week. K5 friend, Vincent Seidel, will celebrate his birthday on Monday, March 6th. 4th grader, Gerard Ellis, will celebrate his birthday Tuesday, March 7th. And to go along with our Read Across America Day, we will recognize the children's book author, Dr. Seuss, who was born on March 2nd, 1904. Happy birthday!
Thanks, Emma. Be sure to see your teacher for one of these really cool birthday pencils from your friends at Crusader Network News.
Now let's hear more about some favorite books of our students and teachers.
Okay, so my favorite book to read is The Boxcar Children, and it's one of my favorites because when I was a kid, this was one of the first chapter books that I read, and it's so cool because the kids get to go, they have a great time trying to live by themselves, and they're just so cute and fun. So that's why I like The Boxcar Children, and it's part of a series. So
One of my favorite books is called Soccer Game because it's really cool and I like soccer. One of my favorite books are Dump Button because it has something funny after the end.
One of my favorite books is The Invisible Island because I like creepy books. My favorite book is a Bible because it has Jesus in it and it has the stories of the Bible.
My favorite book is about baby animals because they're so cute, and this one is about puppies, and you can see that they have little glasses in them, and no matter what dog they are, I love them.
I like Green Eggs and Ham because it's really funny. I like Monster Ducks because they race and do freestyle. I like Cat and Hat because it's fun to read.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Brown, second grade teacher, and one of my favorite books is The Little House by Virginia Lee Burton. I recently read this to my second graders and they really liked it. And without giving the whole story away, the little house has feelings and it feels like it would love to live in the city. And finally, things start, transportation comes in and things start growing and it ends up in the city and then realizes it misses the country. So I'm going to let you read the book to find out how it ends, but it makes us realize that we need to be happy where God put us. I hope you enjoy the book if you read it.
This is my favorite book I've read at school. It's called The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. And every day
usually before lunch, my teacher would read it to us, and I really like it because it's like full of stuff that you may not expect to happen, and it's kind of funny in some parts of it.
My favorite book is the Percy Jackson series. This is the last book right here. I really like it because of the humor and all the characters.
One of my favorite books is A Family Apart because it tells us a lot about American history.
One of my favorite books is The One and Only Bob. It talks a lot about adventure and it's about a dog and his two best friends. I would recommend this book for all ages.
One of my favorite books is The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. It is about the China rabbit who goes on a bunch of different adventures. I highly recommend this book.
In class we read Mr. Lemoncello's Library. I would recommend it. I think it's a great book about a mystery, how they get out.
One of my favorite books is called Diary of the Wimpy Kid, The Last Straw. It's a really amazing series. Of course, there's a bunch of other books I really enjoy, but this is one of my favorite series, and there's a lot of them for you to read too.
My favorite book is Falling Up, which is a book with a bunch of poems inside. The author is Shel Silverstein, and if you really like poems, I would definitely recommend this book for you.
This book is called Running Toward Danger, and I like it because it talks about scouts and their amazing stories about saving lives. I'm a scout too, and I like to hear other scout stories.
Those are some really great books. Thanks for sharing. Let's move on to Picture Ponder. Here's Juliana Duffy with that report. Each week on Picture Ponder, we show you a portion of a picture and ask you to try to identify it. It's always something you see around the school at some point during the week. We want you to look at the picture and guess what you think it is. Here's the picture we showed you on the last show, and watch as we reveal the whole picture. We had several guesses this time. It was the cushion on the bench near the front office. Congratulations to Emily Huffstetler and to Miss Collins' second grade class. They guessed exactly right. Great job, guys. Now here's the picture for this week. Do you think you know what it is? Write your guess down on a piece of paper along with your name and turn it into Miss Seller's box in the office by Monday, March 6th. Be sure to tell us what you think it is and where it is. Be as specific as possible. We'll reveal the whole picture on the next show. Happy hunting! Thanks, Juliana. I think I might know what that picture is. Be sure to turn in your guesses by Monday, March 6th. It's time to hear about some special friends we want to lift up and pray this week. Here is Ashley Parker with our Awesome 8! Each week on Crusader Network News, we will lift up in prayer certain students and teachers. The Bible tells us to encourage one another and build one another up. One of the ways we can do that is through prayer. Here are our Awesome 8 students and teachers for this week. First grader Taylor Mario Lester. K5 friends Eliana Zielinski. Second grader Fozzie Patel. Fourth grader Karis Tang. Third grader Abby Parker. Lunchroom friend Mrs. Turner. K5 friend Belen Spires. And fourth grade teacher Mrs. Kinley. Please post these names somewhere in your classroom to remind you who to pray for this week. We will give each of these students and teachers a cross keychain like this to put on your lunchbox or maybe your book bag to remind you how special you are to God and to us. Thanks, Ashley. We're thankful to be able to encourage our friends through prayer. We'll bring the crosses to you sometime soon. It's time to hear about a few more great books our students and teachers love to read.
My book is called Pig the Sloth, and I like it because Pig eats too much.
My book is called If I Built a Car, and I like it because he builds his own car and there's things that are funny in it.
My book is called Happy Pig Day, and I like it because you know who's talking because the elephant is gray and the bubble is gray, and you know who Piggy is talking because the bubble is pink.
Hi everybody, I'm Miss Collum, and one of my favorite books to read is The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. And my class is going to be reading this book in a couple weeks for reading, and I think they're really going to enjoy it.
One of my favorite kinds of books are fictional. This book is called Mr. Wolf's Class. Why I like it is because there's fictional characters in it.
I really like history books, and this one's called Who is Jane Goodall? She was an ape scientist. My favorite series of chapter books is called Junie B. Jones. I'm reading this one. Junie B. Jones Smells Something Fishy. And here are some others in the series. There's a lot more.
I am reading I Survived, and this is one of my favorite chapter books. And right now I am reading it. I Survived the Shark Attack from 1960. This book is called 17 Things I'm Not Allowed to Do Anymore. I like it because this girl is really crazy. It's kind of fun. Anyway, and more crazy stuff, which is all crazy fun stuff. This book is called Doll Man: A Tale of Two Kitties. It's funny. There's fibromas, and you can draw the characters at the back of the book. This book is called I Survived Courageous Creatures and the Humans Who Helped Them. I like this book because it has cute animals, and the animals help the humans that were in a war in Paris or France, and the animals, the humans help the animals.
This book's name is Charlotte's Web, and I like it because the spider is very cute and fun, and it's very friendly to the pig. I like the Night Owl because the owl serves pizza at the end with the dragon, and there's a stuffed animal that goes with it. One of my favorite books is Chameleon's Favorite Color because I like when he changes all the colors. One of my favorite books is The Gingerbread Girl because she doesn't get eaten.
Hi guys, this is Miss Mills, and I wanted to share about my favorite book, The Little Princess, and we are reading in my class right now. It is about a little girl who is spoiled, but she's very sweet, and it's about the things that happen in her life and the things that she has to go through. So you should definitely check it out and see if your class has it or if your local library has it. All right, have fun reading.
That's our show for today. It's been really great to be able to spend a lot of time reading today. Thank you, Dr. Graham, for making Read Across America Day fun for us all. Remember to always try your best and do everything in a way that brings glory and honor to God. We're going to leave you with a look at our lower school send-off for our varsity women's basketball team as they headed out for the SCISA State Championship last Friday. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye!